Good people, what is going on? Another episode of the All Go Podcast. I'm your host, Desmond. Thanks for tuning in. Wanted to just do a quick video on Nick Chubb, who is now a Houston Texan. He was signed earlier this week or last week, and it's interesting because I think Nick Chubb is one of the better running backs, one of the best running backs, really, in the NFL. And I feel like his free agency kind of went under the radar quite a bit because I did a video, I think, last week where it dawned on me, like, is Nick Chubb signed anywhere? And then, a week later, he comes out with, I think, originally a couple teams that he was interested in signing with, and then ultimately signed with the Texans. But no, he's coming off of, I think he had a broken foot, which is what ended last season. And then he had the pretty serious knee injury the season before that. And if there's one guy, as far as coming back from a serious injury, that I would bet on, Nick Chubb is one of those guys. You could just see it. His work ethic is through the roof. High quality guy, beloved in every locker room, college, from Georgia on to Cleveland, even with the struggles that they've had throughout his tenure, just never any issues. He's a lunch pail kind of guy. Like, I come here to work, I bust my butt, and then I go home. I do my own thing. So, just a great dude. I think this will be a great signing for the Texans. He mentioned that he feels like his pre-injury self, feeling like his old self. And one of the things that can be a silver lining when it comes to running backs, especially veterans, is, you never want to be injured. That's never a good thing. But for someone like Nick Chubb to not have those additional carries on the body, the wear and tear, the hits and all that good stuff, to be able to, to avoid that piece of it is probably one of the very, 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 very few, if only, positives of, missing any time. So hopefully he comes back and is ready to roll. I think the Texans are probably one of those teams that feels that they can compete for the AFC title. Still have to, the Chiefs are the kings and the top dogs until proven otherwise. But if you're the Texans or CJ Stroud or D'Amico Ryans, you're probably thinking, like, no, we're gearing up to win the AFC, win our division, home playoff game, so on and so forth. And so that's where they're at. And I think Nick Chubb is definitely going to be a positive piece in that. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. That is it for me. Peace.